Hey everyone, it's been a few weeks, so I figured it was time for me to update. I have a lot of things to talk about, so let's get started. First of all, I'd like to talk about the Grammys. I don't know about you, but did anybody else think that the Grammys this year was a big ol' snooze fest? I seriously thought it was totally boring. Like, normally the music awards are the only kind of awards that I actually watch, but this year I was just really, really disappointed and bored with it. Um, like, some of the people that won the awards, certain awards, are people that I'd never heard of and songs that I'd never heard of. And the performances kind of let me down a little bit. Like, I would go back and forth between channels, and every time I turned the channel back to the award show, there was a performance. So I saw more performances than I did actual awards. And certain people that I expected to do like awesome Grammy performances, I didn't think really did all that good. Like, for instance, Katy Perry. I love Katy Perry to death, but I was kind of underwhelmed by her performance. I was expecting a little bit more, something a little bit more exciting, and all it kind of showed off was the fact that she sounded like she was screaming, and she can't dance very well, if at all. That's just my opinion. Um, for me, the highlight and the most drama about the Grammys came after the Grammys was done, when it came over the news about the reason why Chris Brown and Rihanna weren't there is because Chris Brown was put in jail for domestic violence against Rihanna. Now that's like huge. I'm fans of both of them, but that's some major, major drama, and it's just been developing over the last day or so, and I'm sure I'll hear more about it a little bit later today, so that's big news. Okay, so that's the Grammys. That was just my opinion on that, so there you go. Also, the last video that I posted with that little baby, that was baby Nancy Rocio, and the mother and father in that video that I posted of the baby, they're both in the Navy, and they met actually in the Navy, and the father was actually supposed to go over to Iraq the day before the baby was born, but because his wife was in labor, they let him stay an extra 10 days or so, and he is leaving for Iraq to catch up with his squadron in the next couple of days, and he's going to be gone for 6 months. So it was nice that they did at least let him see his baby for a few days anyway before he has to leave. So that was nice, and the baby's totally adorable. Love her to death. She's so cute and so tiny. And I'm sure I'll have more video of her sometime later on, as she's growing up and things like that. So yeah, that's what I liked. I just put it on there because I thought it was something a little bit different. Okay, also for something different, I thought about a little top 10 list that I wrote out a long time ago, and I've been meaning to put it on here, and I just haven't done it yet, and I'm finally getting around to it now. It is my top 10 list of top 10 compliments heard by fat girls. Okay? Take note of this. And maybe after hearing these 10, some of you will be a little bit more original and come up with something different. So, number 10. The 10th compliment is nice eyes. Because people always like to look you right in the eye. Nice eyes. They don't like to look anywhere else. Number 9. I like your earrings. Because people like to, compliment on accessories. Number 8. You have really white teeth. Now, that sounds like a strange one, but oddly enough, I've heard that a lot before. I don't know. Number 7, your makeup looks really good. So yet again, something else that revolves around just the face. Number 6, cute shirt, dress, or outfit. So something they're wearing. And if it's on a fat girl, chances are it's come from Lane Bryant. Number 5, nice purse. Yet again, it's on the accessories list, but I always say as a fat girl, the only things that fit me properly are shoes and purses. And oddly enough, over the last few weeks, I've gotten comments from guys about my purses because I have purses in all sorts of bright colors. And you wouldn't think that guys would normally notice a purse, but strangely enough they do. And I've had guys in the most random places make comments about the colors of my purse. But anyway. Number 4. Oh, you're so funny. Fat girls hear that one a lot. You're so funny. Number 3. You have great hair. I love your hair. Number 2. I love your shoes. Those are awesome shoes. You know why? Because when you're looking at a fat girl and you don't want to say something about her entire body, you compliment her hair, her makeup, her earrings, her shoes, her purse, and you have a tendency to look straight down, which would be at her feet. So, there you go. Nice shoes. And number 1, the number 1 compliment heard by fat girls. You have such a pretty face. That one is heard a lot. You have such a pretty face. And as a fat girl, you want to say, well, what about the rest of me? You know, I'm just saying. Come up with something a little bit more original. And fat girls, if you're watching this and you agree with me, leave me a comment. Or, if you've heard another one that I haven't, leave that on there too, because, you know, I could add it to another list. Just saying. So anyway. I'm going to try to come up with some more top 10 lists. If I can think of some, I don't know, some original things to do. Or to make a top 10 list about. But I'm starting with that one. So anyway, that's that. In the next few weeks, I'm hoping to get some visits from friends. And if I do, I'd like to put that on here eventually. I'd also really, really, really want to go to Forks, Washington. Because I was into the whole Twilight thing. And so I'd like to go to the actual Forks and see a lot of the stuff. I've seen some of the videos here on YouTube, and it looks pretty cool. So I'd like to experience it for myself. And so if I do go to Forks, you guys will get to see that. But I don't want to bog you down with a whole bunch more right now. I do have a few other things, but I'll put it in another video. So until later, peace out.